Recording as a go.
You
It is
always
up.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, last week, you guys found yourselves still exploring this not so nice house. You had just finished reading a letter that you had found in a chest next to a creepy skeleton and whatnot. Um, after which you made your way a bit further upstairs to the next level of the house. Um, you finally encountered your first, I guess, your first obstacle that the house had to provide for you in the form of an animated suit of armor, which beat the shit out of your samurai a little bit. Um, and
and I missed
yeah,
every time.
but that just means that you'll roll all the good things this time. So it's fine. Nothing bad. Um yeah, so you kind of went ahead and explored the third floor. You found a few odd and interesting things up here. Most notably, Kaisuke went out onto the balcony and found herself staring into a very strange void. Um, and I think, did Beryl actually go outside to check it out? Or was that just Malachite?
Barrow went out there at the same time Gaijin did.
Okay, so then you three have all kind of gone out and witnessed this sort of bottomless darkness that seems to be surrounding the house now. Um, you also, Cinder, encountered a very strange, very creepy specter in the baby's room on this floor. Uh, through some good rolls and some calm, very uncharacteristically calm conversation from her, she managed to dissuade it from attacking the party. After which she and Malachite managed to find a hidden staircase that led further up into the attic. Once you reach the attic, Paz and Beryl wandered into what appeared to be a children's room, with using the key that you guys had found downstairs, and encountered the uh, I guess the ghost forms of Rose and Thorn, neither of which seemed to recognize you. Beryl, at least. They wouldn't have met Paz, but didn't seem to be very keen on letting either of you leave. Seemed to have been abandoned. And upon trying to leave the room, something very strange seemed to happen to both Beryl and Paz, but the party didn't get a chance to investigate this much because as soon as that happened, Kaisuke managed to piss off the specter from downstairs once again, which led to another fight. And you guys are just now getting out of that. You're sitting around in what looks to be a storage room. There's furniture under chairs, and or there's furniture under covers. It's pretty dusty, cobwebby in here, and you're trying to sit around and catch your breath a bit.
Kaisuke's gonna lean back, sit down, leaning into the chest, and pant heavily.
And those of you that are around her, I guess even Beryl can kind of see. Cinder, you definitely can. Kaisuke isn't looking super great. She's not bleeding. She's not been beaten. It doesn't appear to be physical pain, but she's very pale and looks very weak at the moment.
Sis, I think you need to sit down for a little while.
Nonsense. I can stand on my own, and she tries to push herself up before stumbling back. Maybe you're.
We should see if the druid or the cleric can help you out.
Let's see. What does Malachi have? I have this thing open.
We need to get out.
Let's see. I think all of those berries from before had been eaten, correct?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Kasugi ate like 7 of them.
I think Cinder
And
had
then
the
he gave
last
the
3
rest to
though.
Paz.
Or
No,
Paz.
she gave them back to Malachite.
Oh, okay. I think he gave them to Paz.
She, yes.
I think I only got like 2 of them.
Right, but I think you ate them, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I think unless Beryl is going to do anything, I think Malachite would conjure up a few more berries, and he's going to hand a few of them to you, Kaisuke. Let's say 5.
5.
Mhm.
Gonna I'll lift up her mask and gobble those down.
All right, she's gonna gobble them down, and they do nothing.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Trying to help you figure out what's happening without metagaming it, but I think Malachite probably would try to help you. So
Didn't work. Let me try this. Didn't work. That's my best girl voice.
that'll work. Yeah, she and this would be Malachite speaking. She doesn't look any better than she did 5 seconds ago.
I guess we should grab the cleric.
Hey, Beryl, come over here. Take a look at this guy.
Didn't they just eat some berries?
Yeah, but it didn't seem to do anything.
Well, I don't think, at least at this point, there's anything I can really do.
That thing reached into me.
At least someone did, Sugar.
I was really trying not to say anything.
I can't.
Slowly, like an iceberg, Kaisuke's head shifts over to look at Cinder before reaching a gloved hand out to grab her by the collar and bringing her down. Silence.
Give her a kiss on the nose. You will be okay, sis. I promise you.
She has the war mask on.
Kiss the war mask's nose.
Shoves her away.
No one has a first aid kit or anything?
The
Make an intelligence check. Beryl, you can do that too.
Cinder is not a smart person.
intelligence, not medicine or something else?
Yeah. No, intelligence. Yeah. Beryl, you get the feeling that all of your magical healing isn't going to do much for Kaisuke. Uh, you could try resting, but you don't seem to think that you think that if the druid's magic didn't work, yours is probably not going to work, and um, you know, she doesn't have any wounds to patch up, so there's nothing that a medicine kit would do for her.
Well,
Well, I'm not gonna be able to heal her. Best I could say is maybe if she rests a little bit, she'll be fine to go in a moment.
let's go back into the children's room then. Seems to be the only place where everything doesn't try to murder us.
No, we don't need to disturb the bones any more than they already have been.
I don't want to join them as bones in this house. I think they won't mind if we just sit around the wall while my sister rests.
There is another room with a bed that's much more likely to fit me.
Yep, there is a spare room up here.
Then I guess we'll sit in there, but if anything bad happens, I will burn this place to the ground and we will leave it one way or another.
With us all
Or
in
we'll
it.
just all burn inside of it.
I mean, you will burn in it. I'm not so much to worry about.
Guys, she's just gonna go have a sit down on the bed in that room.
All right. I think everybody else is going to follow. Are you guys? So, what are you guys wanting to do? Do you want to take a little short rest? You could rest for about 30 minutes or so. Um, you could rest for even longer. It's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Well, how about Secret Waves? This is another room you need to check. I'll stay here.
So, you want to rest while they're kind of continuing to explore?
Yeah, at least while I explore the last room.
Okay. And Paz, you take the other 5 berries that Malachi made, just because
Yay.
that way he's not wasting them. All right, so who's gonna go check out the room?
Cinder will, because if she doesn't, her sister will do something stupid later on.
All right, feel free. I think Malachite will probably follow you. What about the other two? What are you guys doing? Beryl and Paz.
I guess I'll follow them.
Okay. Are you gonna wait with Kaisuke, Beryl?
Yeah, make sure they don't surprise and poke up anything else.
Fair enough.
If
That's
there's
good.
trouble, scream. Scream loud.
Cassie is gonna take a cross-legged meditative stance on the bed. She's gonna lay her spear down across her lap.
Okay. So the room that you guys uh come to enter into, um it's another spare bedroom. It's a little oddly shaped. You can tell that they definitely sort of maybe it was meant to be another storage area. Maybe it was just part of the roof that didn't quite get uh wasn't quite meant to have a space in it, but it does have another bedroom. It's another bedroom here. There's another iron stove in the corner, bed. There's a cabinet, which Paz probably walks right up to check, and he doesn't find much other than cobwebs and dust in there. Just kind of has been the standard fare for this whole floor. But what you do find is there's a desk up here that's got some writing supplies, uh, quill, ink, paper, that sort of thing. But there's also a doll sitting kind of in the corner next to it, And as you walk into the room, um, you you almost swear that its head sort of turns to look at you.
Nope.
But as you stare at it, it's not moving now. I mean, it's perfectly still at the moment. But you kind of get the sense that maybe it was watching you.
What a cute dolly.
What you gonna do? Paz sounds like he is noping out.
What's the doll look like?
It's kind of like one of those knitted dolls. Like um, it almost looks like somebody took a bunch of old socks and then kind of, uh, you know, filled them with beans and such, and then attached them to this body and the head. It's really floppy. It's got button eyes and kind of one of those crooked, like threaded faces on it. Um, it's not. It doesn't look like a. It's not like a porcelain baby doll with like a human face. So you can rest a little easier on that part. But it still does look a little off.
So it's like a sock monkey.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Is that a desk in the room?
Yes, that's a desk, and it's got, like I said, it's got uh I mean, it looks like a writer's desk. So there's paper, there's ink, pen, that sort of thing on the desk.
Cinder will take the paper and the ink and pen.
Okay. You have paper and ink and a pen.
She's gonna write a quick little note on it for Malachite.
What are you writing to Malachi?
Keep the door open, stand outside it. I'm about to burn the doll.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Are you giving that to him?
Oh, yeah.
Why
All
would
right.
you just say that?
He
Because I'm worried whatever's in this house might listen, but I don't think it will read.
he doesn't want the she doesn't want the doll to hear that she's about to set it on fire.
I mean, after this place, it's a pretty logical fear.
Okay. So you're handing that note to Malachite.
Yes.
All right. He takes it. He gives you the weirdest look. Um, it does not seem at all sure that that's a good idea, and he whispers to you, "Just try to keep it contained, okay?"
I
And
will
then
do what I can.
he'll walk outside and stand outside the door. All right. So you're gonna go torch this doll.
Gonna stand over here against the wall and just throw a fireball. Bruce Flame.
Okay, I was like, are you actually? I was like, I don't think you actually have a fireball. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Well, I don't. I mean, it's what is it? Is it like a cone?
A
What
little
does produce
ball of
flame do?
flames.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, you don't have to. You're not trying to shoot something that's like fighting or whatever. But so you produce your ball of flame, and you know, maybe you thought this was a great idea before you actually did it, and you kind of hesitate at first, but you manage to get it to go and fly right into the doll and land on its head. And I mean, it's made out of wool, so it's going to start lighting up pretty quickly. It starts to burn, and you can kind of see, after a little bit, you see that the head is kind of splitting, and you see that there's the stuffing on the inside that's starting to light up. But as you continue to watch the doll, you see it move a little bit, and then it starts to stand up. And it
You just
and,
had
it,
to
and
light
it's
it on
looking
fire.
and it's looking right at you now. No, well, what am I thinking of?
And synthetics.
Cloth.
Cotton?
Yarn.
Natural fibers don't burn easily. I know this because I teach welding.
I mean, I believe you. I'm trying to. Well, let's just say he burns. You know, for the sake of, the scene that I'm trying to paint here. So, so he stands. The doll stands up, and it's looking directly at you as it continues to ignite.
Okay, gonna Eldritch Blast, and then I'm going to run out that fucking door.
Okay, you Eldritch blast it. Yeah, it hits it. You hear this loud slam as your Eldritch blast just collides with the doll and knocks it back on its ass. And um, if you're not looking back at it while you're running, then you don't see anything. But you hear in your head as you're leaving the room this really weird kind of laughter as you're leaving.
Lock that
And,
door, lock that door, lock that door.
Malachite looks at you like, what? Why?
Lock the fucking door.
Well, it doesn't have a lock on it, but I'll shut it.
That will have to work.
He shuts the door. And you wait, and it doesn't seem like anything's coming after you.
Okay then, so that doll was alive.
Was it?
It moved, and I'm creeped